Alright, we got to simplify this trinomial over a trinomial. The first thing, again, very obviously you notice this guy looks like it'll factor to something, as does this guy. So let's just break them down and factor them, because otherwise you'd have no clue of how to simplify that. So if I look at this 20, I'm thinking, what multiplied together? Give me 20. Yeah, it has a difference of 8. 1 and 20 doesn't have a difference of 8. 2 and 10, oh yeah, that's what it's going to be. So I know I've got n and something with 10 and 2. Now, since it's minus 20, one of these has to be negative. And I need more losses. So I'm going to put the minus there on the 10, so I'll create negative 10n. The plus here on the 2 to create positive 2n. And a negative 10n and a positive 8 will give us the minus 8n that we need there. And the negative 10 times the 2 will create that negative 20. Again, just algebra 1 factoring there. Let's break this down. Okay, 30. Multiples of 30. I got 1 and 30. That's not going to give you 13. 2 and 15. Now that looks interesting, 2 and 15. But since this is a positive and that's a minus, I know they both have to be negative. So that's probably not going to be it. It looks like to me it's going to be a 3 and a 10. Because they both can be negative to give me that negative 13 I need there. So it's going to be n minus 10. N minus 3. Again, that'd be minus 10n minus 3n gives you the minus 13. The negative 10 times the negative 3 gives you the positive 30. It also would be a good clue. You realize, oh, I probably wanted to cancel out with somebody up top. I remember in high school, I could always, once I got one of them, I was sort of a lead that it was one of those guys that was going to be in the bottom. So, we have noticed an n minus 10 on top and n minus 10 on the bottom. They're going to cross out and become 1s. So our answer here is this guy, this nasty stuff, simplifies to an n plus 2 over an n minus 3. However, you cannot forget that you need to make note what n cannot be. And in this case, you and I cannot have n be a 10. It looks like 10 would plug in here nicely. But if you plug 10 into the original equation, you're going to end up with a 0 in the bottom, and that's going to create a problem. You can't divide by 0. You can't put things in groups of nothing. It doesn't make any sense. So we need to make a note here that n cannot come out to be a 10, because 10 minus 10 would create a 0 there. Now, you could also say, oh, well, n can't be 3. And you're right. But that's obvious, because if we tried plugging a 3 into this equation, we would see, oh, it doesn't work. But if you tried plugging a 10 in, you would think you'd get 12 over 7. But we know that that can't happen. And again, if we plug anything besides 10 into this equation, we'll get the same answer as if we plugged it in here. That's why we like to simplify equations. We like to simplify fractions to get them much easier to see, much easier to deal with. There you have it.